Hello everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at how you can beat the Leviathan using Profundity. As I see here, we've got two to pick from, so I'll go ahead and attack Can of Spam up here. We can see what he has. Looks like a Relic 8 Malgus, maxed out Fury class Interceptor. Okay. A Relic 7 Sith Marauder, maxed out Bomber. And what have we got on our TIE Dagger? A Relic 7. Okay, Sith Trooper. Mr. Lobster. I'll show you my lineup. I'll show you the battle. I won't go into great detail while we're fighting. We'll just have some fun with it. And then after, if you'd like, I'll dig into some of the details, give you some explanations as to why I made certain choices that I made. So here you can see my lineup. This is my typical lineup. We're not going to use Ghost. I just have them on the team for when I counter Profundities, Executors, other ships like that. But for this battle, I'll be using the Phantom, Houndstooth, and potentially, if it gets to it, the TIE Defender. Let's dive in. So how y'all doing today on this beautiful planet Earth, You having fun? You having fun? You kicking back? It's Saturday, at least when I'm making this video. First thing I want to do is get Outrider going, so I'm going to use No Turning Back. It'll give me 10% download and top off his TM. Notice that the Bomber is taunting, but I'm going to switch to the Dagger anyway. And I'm going to use Emergency Repairs. Hopefully I'll call a couple assists. Sure did. Got a little bit of a tap on him. Ooh, nice extra assist. We'll take out that taunt. Go ahead and hit him with some torpedoes. Get some assists in there. Very nice, very nice. Looks like, oh, he went for engines. All right. I hear he goes for the hangar on occasion, but typically what I find is with this counter, the computer seems to go for the engines most of the time. Notice here, we're going to switch over to the Sith Trooper. I'm going to hit him with some missiles. If we get some assists, we'll maybe take him out. Almost. Notice the Bomber put his taunt back up, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this, punch it, boom, and take him out entirely. All right.
Mark?
One moment, please.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Now, what's going to happen is the Fury class Interceptor is going to come in here and do a mass AoE. So it'll either blow up the Outrider or the Millennium Falcon, and my chances of winning go to 0. So I'm going to bring in a tank. You can do this with Biggs as well, but he has to be a little bit tougher than your Houndstooth. See? There it went. Okay. I think I'll use this since they're all got insight or foresight, I mean. At this point, we're just wrapping up to the ultimate. Use this on Outrider. Get some more missiles. This part of the battle isn't as interesting. Just ramping up. Working on some extra assists and things. Okay, and here we go. Go ahead and banish the Leviathan. And we'll just get back to it. Go defensive a little bit here, but we should be in a pretty good spot. You know, if you're watching this thinking, man, that looked a lot easier. You know, I do lose. Probably about 1 try out of 4, you know, so maybe 1 try out of 5. So this team has like maybe a 75%, you know, win rate, somewhere between like 60 and 80. At this point, I'll bring in Phantom, who will die. Boom. And here we go. Just going to kind of tap these guys off. I don't think we'll need anything else actually to do just fine here. We won't need the TIE Defender. But sometimes, you'll end up where you'll banish the Leviathan, and then the enemy is still strong enough to just beat you. Maybe you've lost the Falcon, or maybe you've lost the Outrider, or the Y-Wing, or something like that. And so you're not in a great position. Well, at that point, TIE Defender can jump in and really just start cleaning house. It works really well. Alrighty. And so we got him dead. Boom. I like it. Puts us back in first place, right where we belong. And we'll go from there. So a little bit about how I was doing that. Let me show you my team, and I'll walk you through some of the details here. I'll go to here. All right, so first thing I want you to know is on the Profundity, this initial no turning back, you saw me use it 2 or 3 times, all right? It's going to grant target ally a bonus turn. So I like to think of this, I basically use it to boost the turn meter to 100% on Outrider because I'm trying to race to 100% download speed. When I lose, it's usually because I get to 95 or higher, like 96, 97, even 99%. So you really are racing along the razor's edge to try to get every point of download you can. This gives 10%. It also gives me a chance to get a little extra hit. I can ignore taunt, and that's going to be an important piece here. So that's one that I use on occasion. The second one here also increases download speed, and it gets rid of debuffs. So it doesn't give me 100% TM, so I can't tick through my cooldowns to get Outrider's other abilities. But I will sometimes use this if the Millennium Falcon is overly debuffed and just needs to get back in operation. That's the gist there, though. Y-Wing plays typical. Han's Millennium Falcon's got a couple of moves. Don't forget this one with Punch It, can do an AoE, so it can get past the taunt, to clean up someone that you only kind of hurt. Outrider's got some great abilities. We want to use these as often as possible. This one, Emergency Repairs, which gives 20% download, is always our top priority to get through our cooldowns to use that. And Concealed Concussion Missiles hits 5 times, so that can really help us boost our progress towards download. Phantom 2 does nothing except for die, with one exception. Notice that he's a cargo ship, all right? And we all know how the Phantom works, all right? It says, that's not the ability. Well, basically, if you're not that familiar with this ship, here you go. Reduce the cooldown of call reinforcement by 1. All right, so even though he dies because of a sabotaged hangar, he lets you have an immediate next capital ship's turn can be another reinforce, which lets you get out the TIE Defender or whatever kill ship that you want, extra tank, whatever you think you're going to need to clean up. I don't use the Ghost in this fight usually. Houndstooth just needs to be able to take the hit. You could do this with Biggs, but I find that my Biggs is Relic 5 and he just gets vaporized. So I think you would need a Relic 7 or higher Biggs to really kind of consistently soak that hit from the mass assist that Darth Malgus will call. And the TIE Defender's got a couple of really nice abilities once he reinforces, or I should say she, since it's captained by Iden Versio. It's going to grant her special forces when she reinforces. Special forces does all kinds of neat things, like this ability, which will stun somebody, okay, which can't be resisted. And this ability shoots 3 times with an extra 50% crit chance and crit damage. So this ship just comes in on the back end as cleanup crew. Right? So it works really quite well. And that's the gist. I hope you all have enjoyed watching this video. Give me some feedback if you'd like to see more. Just a little bit of a heads up. So oftentimes we see people will post like their best run. I was recording this live. And so, I tried to record it previously and lost. All right, so I usually sit in first place every day with my Profundity, and there's Leviathans all around me, in my shard. Not as many as some shards, but I'm still, fighting down 7-star Leviathans every day. And I'll lose probably about once a day, maybe twice a day. Sometimes I'll win on my first try, But like I said, it's about a 60 to 80% success rate with this team. So, hey, for 400 crystals a day, I don't mind running it a couple of times to get the win. Anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of it. Take care. I'll talk to y'all later.